All right, a very wonderful morning to you, great people of Ilorin. This is News Punch, a news on current affairs compilation of topical stories and headlines making the rounds right here on Diamond 88.7 FM. I am your host, NEDU OKORIE. You're welcome. President Tinubu seeks end to Gaza aggression. Tinubu celebrates Tunde Bakare at 70. Tinubu urges Oyo APC to reclaim state in 2027. Wishes Ayedatiwa success in Ondo governorship poll. I'm not jealous of Tinubu, Atiku replies presidency. Minimum wage, NLC issues December 1 ultimatum to state governments. No November salary, bonus without residency number, Kwara government tells workers. Dangote Ipman finally reach agreement to lift PMS, others directly. And lastly, on the local scene, Ondo polls, sensitive materials arrive at Akure. And moving on to the foreign scene, Mauritius with Edo Queen's performance in win over CBE FC. Van Nistelrooy leaves Manchester United. All right, there you have it. Those are the major headlines making the rounds today. It was compiled and edited by Abiodun Akinwumi. My name is NEDU OKORIE. For sponsorship or advert placement, kindly contact our sales and marketing office on 0912 929 4332. You can also call 090 7722 7120. Up next is the Diamond Breakfast Show, where we discuss and have an in-depth analysis on some of the topical stories. Don't forget that you can follow us by
reduce the expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can a government, how can you hold in domain? This is intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice genuine democratic system.
All right, it's exactly 7 minutes gone past the hour of 9 this wonderful morning, and it's a Tuesday morning, a victorious Tuesday. You're still listening to your shining supreme station, Diamond 88.7 FM, and you're listening to the Voice. Absence, we can also discuss these issues. We'll be looking at issues and matters regarding the workers and the labor union, and what is exactly causing the delay of implementation of the new minimum wage in certain states. And we'll also look at the decision of the workers' union right now, because they've given the federal government an ultimatum, and the concerns of those in the private sector. This issue is the paramount one we'll be looking at this morning. We'll be looking at remarks of some political stakeholders. Please go straight to the point. Make your message very short and precise. We are also live on Facebook and YouTube at Diamond 87 FM, on YouTube at Diamond FM Ilorin. Please do note that every point raised here are the thoughts of our listeners, and it does not in any way reflect the opinion of Diamond FM. Thank you very much. All right, quickly, without wasting much time, let's delve into the conversation. The president of the NLC, Joe Ajaero, issued a communique at the end of the union's National Executive Council meeting in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and he directed that there would be an indefinite. State workers are now made victims of the ongoing political crisis in the state by withholding funds meant for the payment of their salaries and other benefits based on the ruckus between the incumbent governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike. It is being premonitioned that the crisis might have a spiral effect on the workers. We heard Ahmed Tinubu, but strike actions have been happening in Nigeria. The question now remains, does strike action, does it bring out the needful effect, or the effect of the purpose of embarking on that strike? Does it bring any meaningful effect? These are the questions that many are asking, and they are also asking the government how difficult this morning. That's the number to call. You can also call 080-00-887-887. This is still the Diamond Breakfast Show with NEDU OKORIE. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. You are welcome.
Yes, please. You're welcome.
We missed you seriously.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Leg is my name.
You're welcome.
I'm calling from Ofa.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Please go ahead.
I want to tell you, strike has never worked. Governors should frustrate them.
Well, okay.
And if you look at it,
yes,
Ajaero, as a person, has lost his voice. I don't know how, but I'm thinking so. So strike may not be the best solution. What I expected them to do was, when this fuel prices started increasing, they were supposed to call out, all Nigerians would have come at them. It missed that opportunity. So they are fighting for selfish interest and have not been interested.
Thank you so much, Mr. Person in the society. What approach should be used to ensure that the governments are held accountable to their words? We'll keep taking on more calls and messages. Keep dropping your messages via WhatsApp on 0913-655-6864. We have to pay some bills, and when we come back, we'll continue with the program. We're looking at issues regarding the workers' union and the payment of the 70,000 naira minimum wage. We'll be right back.
Not always bad, especially when it's an obsession with your favorite radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. We're obsessed with enhancing your radio experience. Diamond 88.7 FM, shining supreme.
From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM.
Also, the issue regarding the private sector. What becomes of the private sector? What's the fate of the private sector? 0913-655-6952. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please, good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Abayomi.
You're welcome, Abayomi. Go ahead.
Like Bababa Medele said,
okay.
Strike has never done us any good. And more especially, this government has forward to them to lead a massive protest against some of the policies of the government. And they are not seeing anything forthcoming. Now, they are left to find a way to do their things their own way, which I don't see anywhere they can deal with these governments of the day.
Okay, in other words, you're saying...
And that's why in subsequent policies, I would advise they all come together. Instead of we having ASU, having all these things. When they don't even have trust in labor again.
All right.
Labor is filled with people who are selfish and greedy for themselves.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Abayomi, for your submission. From what Mr. Abayomi just mentioned, he mentioned that the people don't have much faith in the efforts of the union any longer. According to him, I also love to hear more contributions. Well, I mentioned earlier that we should look at the fate of the private sector. And talking about private sector, the Association of Nigerian Private Medical Practitioners, ANPMP, through the ANPMP's chairman, Dr. Odia Festus Ihongbe, said that private hospitals in Nigeria are folding up as a result of issues they face in their family. And this is what Dr. Odia, the chairman of the Association of Nigerian Private Medical Practitioners, is saying that is befalling the private health sector. So if this is befalling the private health sector, does it mean that the public health sector, 70,000 naira minimum wage? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nelson.
Yes, please, good morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's your name, please?
My name is Gadiru.
All right. Please go ahead. All right.
When the labor is talking about the strike or nobody, and people are complaining that labor within their scope of their power. No, maybe they are saying another thing with outside of their power.
Okay, so if I get you correctly, what you're saying is that labor cannot advocate for what is outside their jurisdiction.
That they can only do.
They can only advocate for their salaries and benefits.
Look at the present chairman of the labor now.
Yes.
When they allege him of abhorring somebody. Now look at the masses.
The general public, because what is on ground affects all and sundry. They cannot in any way achieve anything. Labour should remember that sooner or later they will join the wagon of retirees. This is coming from Prince Bankole Owa Kajola. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. All right, keep your calls coming in 0913 655 6952 or you call 080 00 887 887.
Well, Ajayru started by getting involved in partisan politics. Open one. So that one has reduced his power. They are now treating him like an opposition party, not as Nigeria Labour Congress, a president again. That is where the problem is. Something that will not benefit. Don't expect me to join. When they are increasing fuel price, Nigeria Labour Congress is quiet. It's affecting them and they are not the whole civil servants in Nigeria. They are less than 25 and are very unpopular because it's just for the minority. Minorities cannot be fighting for themselves.
All right.
I expect all Nigerians to join them.
Thank you
when
so much.
When they are increasing fuel price, you can now call out Nigerians. Everybody will follow. But that one is not happening. So God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bamdelegi, for your contribution this morning. All right, it's still the Diamond Breakfast Show this very wonderful morning, and see and activism. We still have different issues regarding, well, this morning, so that we won't lose track of what we are discussing about, the Labour Union have announced that they will embark on strike action come December 1st in any state where the 70,000 naira minimum wage is yet to be implemented. This is the issue we are looking at this morning. I'm still expecting someone to make comments regarding the stuff, this minimum wage bill. So you are saying that the reason why it is yet to be fully implemented is because it has not been fully passed into law. Is that what you're saying, Peter from Tanke? Well, at this point, we'll still take more reactions. More calls are still coming in and more messages, and we'll look at other issues. But we have to take a breather. We have to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll be looking at the comments and remarks of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as well as the former...
For fast relief of cold pain, fever and headache. Karaole, koko.
Sọ fún ẹ̀fọ́ ní òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro kí wọ́n kán lùgbó one time. Karaole ti dé o. Àgbàwọlé ní tíṣẹ́ ní àkàwọlé ń tè kan. Koríko tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti tẹ òtún gbérí mọ́. Dìde Karaole lúbúlúbú funfun pẹ̀yìn rúkù sarajọ mẹ́ra yágágá. Àjàká kò tí sọkọ fún ẹ̀fọ́ ní òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro lágọ̀ọ́ ara. Káì! Kàsàkàsà knockout. Agbára ju agbára lọ. Dìde Karaole jagunla bí òdùgbò.
Table tennis, bumper car, swing, seesaw, horse merry-go-round, slides, lawn tennis, video games PS4, piggy cart to mention few. Feel the adrenaline rush as I list our game. Want to celebrate your child's birthday, graduation, reunion, get together, or want to surprise your friend, partner, or family? Come visit them in the amusement park today and you'll be glad you did. Refreshment is available at affordable rate. Gate fee is 500 naira. For further inquiry, call 080-267731.
Well, we've been looking at various issues that are trending, that concerns everyone in Nigeria. And this message regarding the first issue we talked about says, "Good morning, sir. It's clear that current government's performance has been disappointing, and this trend was set by the previous administration, which allowed the ASU strike to linger for almost a year without taking decisive action." Unfortunately, President Tinubu's remark at the 29th and 30th combined convocation ceremonies of the University of Uyo on Saturday, he urged Nigerian graduates to, utilize their knowledge and skills to uplift the Nigerian society and to contribute to the growth and development of the country. And he also advised graduates against hastily seeking opportunities abroad. And he called on universities to pursue innovative research that advances national development. And, however, while making donations to two higher institutions in Anambra State, Peter Obi urged Nigerian students who want to seek greener pastures outside the country after graduation to do so. And he added that when Nigeria gets better or gets fixed, those who have migrated abroad or who have left the country will return to meet a good country. These are varying opinions regarding the Japa syndrome. And if you look at the health sector, there have been reports that doctors and nurses and various health practitioners in their droves push your way through till you get to a position where you start making decisions. But are these opportunities rarely there? Are they there? Are they readily available at the point of graduation? Because he said this while students were being graduated from higher institutions, and the president also made the same remark for youths to stay back, to develop the country. What is your take regarding this? 0912-655-65. Okay. You can also call 080-00-887.
Government, how will we be able to run there? But sir, I accept the fact that I was wrong. And this year, I have no choice than to apply for an international passport.
Okay.
No, let me be sincere with you.
Yeah.
This country's leaders are ready at all costs to protect their interest, their selfish interest, not to build this country. Because if we want to build this country, you tell me, Odogu,
yes,
in the next 5 years, where do you see Nigeria? There is no clearer blueprint. There is no clearer picture. How do you expect a man of 30 years? My brother, go to Ojaoba. You will see people who want to do bricklayer. Because once you get to 50, you have no power again. How do you want to prepare for your tomorrow?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Abayomi. Just like Mr. Abayomi, many other people, many other Nigerians have this same perception that there is nothing that they want to go and do outside the country, that there is no need for them leaving the country. But right now, he's saying that he's planning to go get his international passports, that if the opportunity comes...
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
From that journey.
You're welcome, Mr. Godwin.
God bless us. I think what is the solution? Call people to your radio to tell you the solution. No, this is debate every day. I always say, what is the solution? See, we will talk like that in 100 years' time. No solution, no debate, solution.
All right.
Call people here who can give us a solution.
All right.
No debate, talk.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin. Well, talking about solutions to these other countries. And this message here says, good morning. The Labour are not wrong to call for strike action. This government are not responsive to the hardship we are facing in the country. Olaito from Akure. Thank you so much, Olaito, for your submission. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. Dogu.
Yes, please. Good morning.
This is Mr. Ben from Italepa.
You're welcome, Mr. Ben.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I think whoever wants to japa in a legitimate way should do so, because as far as there's no opportunity for jobs in this
country and come up with innovative ideas to develop the country. Is that what you're saying, that you have to travel out first, then come back to develop the nation?
I'm not saying so, but since there is no such opportunity, what can that person do? Because assuming there is a level playing ground so that you can, if you want to invest, you can see money to invest or you can get a little job to start with. So if there is no such opportunity, what can you do? So if you have a way of finding your way outside where you can make your life better, and from there you can contribute to the development of Nigeria at large, it is better you do so.
All right. 0913655695. That's the number to call. This our educational sector is being called to question here, because not just the educational, what provisions are being made, and these questions are questions that have been raised from time immemorial in Nigeria for many years now. It has been on the lips of Nigerian citizens. Why will someone graduate from the university and
let us not be talking about maybe they are partisan or not partisan. Let them dictate their salary. If they are right for them to request for their salary. About the second issue, we should, anybody who decided not to be in Nigeria, nobody is forcing anybody to stay. They are only looking for something to benefit ourselves or our family. So I cannot advise anybody who has the opportunity to move out to get something doing for himself, not to go because of what to do that.
Lasting solution, because the solutions most of the time is progressional. It takes time before it yields a meaningful effect in any system at all. So what kind of solution should be employed in dwindling educational sector? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please. Good morning. What's your name?
Motayo is my name.
You're welcome, Mr. Motayo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You see, in a nation where tax, where we want to build the nation together, but it's the interest of government, the interest of people in government, is paramount to them much more than what is important to the nation.
So, Mr. Motayo, if I get you correctly, what you're saying that the heavy tax on organizations is making them to cut down costs in employing good hands.
A lot of companies are folding up. Why are other countries, multinational companies, folding up from Nigeria? Why are they leaving Nigeria? The atmosphere is not conducive. It's not friendly.
Fashola, who are urging Nigerian graduates and youth to remain in the country to develop the country. However, Mr. Peter Obi said that anyone who wants to japa should do so. That in terms of development of the nation, he will be here with other well-meaning Nigerians to ensure that development, obtain their education and leave. It shows that our leaders are just there to deceive Nigerians and build their pockets. Please, let who wants to japa legitimately. Thanks, Ibrahim from Ilorin. Ibrahim from Ilorin, thank you. Good morning, Diamond FM. Legal japa is in order. Moreover, the number of japaing is very insignificant. Opportunity is limited in the country. Peter from Tanke. Good morning, Mr. NEDU. If I may ask, why is the government against people seeking for greener pastures elsewhere? No matter what. Good morning, Mr. NEDU. I want to react to the advice of Fashola that our youth should stay back in Nigeria to develop the country. The question I want to ask him is whether his own children are in Nigeria. Thank you, sir. My name is Niro Oladeji. Whew, the messages keeps on coming in. Good morning, Udogwu and our guest. Well, we don't have a guest in the studio. Let me start by saying this. If the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? We have missed it right from the beginning. And products such as the PMS, AGO, and DPK. PMS petrol, AGO is gas, and DPK is kerosene from Dangote refinery, not through NNPC any longer. And he said the partnership will ensure that there is a steady and affordable supply of PMS products nationwide. And he also urged IPMAN members to support Dangote refinery. And he cited the benefits of backward integration and positive impacts on Nigeria's foreign exchange market. Well, how will the come down, if not drastically, but at least to a reasonable minimum? So this is the last issue we'll talk about before we continue, or before we call it a day on today's program. 0913 655 6952. What's your take on this announcement? Hello, good morning. All right, you can also call 08000887887. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, please, good morning.
This is Dr. Olani Okiki, exponent calling from OKORIE, Ilorin.
You're welcome, Dr. Okiki.
Very good development, if it can be fulfilled.
Okay.
Dr. Olani Okiki, exponent from OKORIE.
Thank you so much, Dr. Okiki, for your submission. This message says, good morning, Odogu in the house. Labour can't, okay, still about Labour. Labour can't survive with the protests, because if truly they want a better Nigeria, let them start to fight for the issue of fuel subsidy. Increasing minimum wage cannot solve the situation. Joseph from Malete. Well, Joseph, the Labour has always been advocating for the reversal of the fuel subsidy. It is in back 0913655695. The show is about to round off. Hello, good morning. Yes, please. Good morning. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Ben again from Ikelekpa.
All right, go ahead, please.
I think the issue of Ipman or
Ipman.
Okay, lifting petroleum direct from Dangote, if it can reduce the high cost of the product and make it available every time, I think it will be better. But Odogwu, I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Please, why is it that everyone is constant? Change can come at any time. If something is going wrong, you can make a change. But why is it that that sector has not been touched up to now? Thank you, and God bless Diamond FM.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Ben. That's a big question. Why has the leadership or the management of the NNPCL, why is there no reshuffle, or why has there not been any reshuffling for some time now? That's a big question that the future kids, our children, will see, and they will be glad with whatever we've done in this earth. Till we meet on Thursday, have a wonderful day.
This is our promise. We made up our minds to